Welcome to Help Stop the Genocide in American Ghettos podcast. I'm your host, Emmanuel Barbie. I'm the founder, president, and CEO of GERCAM, the Grassroots Community Activist Movement. On this platform, we discuss authentic urban news across the diaspora. We are the Black media component of the Grassroots Community Activist Movement. If you're joining us for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page. We encourage our listeners worldwide to engage with us by leaving a public comment about the topic in the comment section below this audio podcast. Your respectful contributions shape the conversations that Black America and Africa need. Disclaimer: this content is for educational and informational purposes only. It is based on public available reports and verified media sources. We fully comply with YouTube's community guidelines. We do not promote violence, hate, or misinformation in any form. This audio podcast is available in two forms: audio and also as a written text in order for us to reach our audience. Help Stop the Genocide in American Ghettos podcast is our Black media component. I would like to encourage my listeners to subscribe to my Medium page where you can follow along with this podcast. I provide my Medium transcript in the comment section below this audio podcast. I also provide the link to my backup Facebook page in the comment section. I created this platform, quote, Help Stop the Genocide in American Ghettos podcast, unquote, to give people on my Facebook page and people in my social groups on Facebook who are Black artists, African artists, such as authors, comedians, fashion designers, filmmakers, models, musicians, poets, gospel singers, spiritual leaders, as well as Black entrepreneurs, African entrepreneurs. Please make arrangements with me to come on this platform so that you can promote your books, your business, your music, or if you have a small ministry, then you can share a 30-minute sermon with my listeners from the global community. After the show, I offer my guest speakers an incentive by teaching them how to create their own podcast, YouTube channel, and website for their business or ministry. I also assist them with finding college grants and scholarships and legal services, all for free. If they work hard at growing their audience, then they will get sponsors who will help fund their online business or online ministry. Once I'm able to get my Christian business, quote, Kyle Chicago, which stands for the Grassroots Community Activist Institute of Chicago, up and running, then I will invite guest speakers and my international guest speakers who have came on this platform when I was small time to attend our live events. Through the business, depending on our budget and sponsorship, we will help pay for their travel and hotel expenses. We will also give them a love offering for their time and talent. For those of you who refused to work with me when I was small time, you will not be part of my business because GERCAM is membership based. Again, I created this platform in order to mobilize like minded Black Americans and like minded African immigrants within the United States of America and throughout the diaspora. GERCAI is about raising the bar in Black America. There will be protocol put in place to separate ourselves from con artists, Black boule, degenerates, Democrat shields, hardened criminals, pedophiles, off-code Negroes, and urban terrorists. All of the principles in my revised book is the code for GERCAM members. Those who are not a part of us, we will pray for them, show them tough love, and keep it moving. Again, I do not operate like the next Black man. I have my own style and way of doing things. You don't have to like me, but you will respect me. The sooner we get this film project fully funded and made, the sooner we can start building a Kai of Chicago. Ladies and gentlemen, this business is not about me. It's about CAM members and their families. It's about improving our communities and meeting the needs of the African American community and the African immigrant community. It's my hope that we will build this business together. We're going to build the best African American business within the United States of America, because that's what I've been called to do. A movement that will not put politics over our interests, a movement that refused to let the same insiders who have done nothing for decades keep holding power without accountability. We're nonpartisan, we're independent, and we're not affiliated with anyone. We're M1, meaning we are melanated first. Our focus is on solving Black issues at the community level. I will never forget where I came from or who I'm fighting for. Let's make real change happen together. The grassroots community activist movement welcomes Black entrepreneurs, African entrepreneurs, Black artists, African artists. Our aim is to move CAM from behind the computer into the big screen so that eventually we can make our presence known in the African American community and provide a family friendly atmosphere rooted in solidarity and making a positive impact within the African American community as well as in the African immigrant community. I want to do more than just news and social commentary, but this is where I'm at for now. Without support from the Black grassroots and the global African family, then I am unable to do my God given assignment. I don't want to waste another 33 years trying to reach out to Black Americans that don't care. A majority of Black Americans have become Americanized, entitled, and develop a sense of narcissist attitude. A majority of Black Chicagoans have told me on the streets that they're not interested in my vision and plan. This is why I created this platform to broadcast my vision and plan to those who would listen. I've been paying out of pocket for my business title since 2010. I pay the city, the state, and the IRS. This is why I have to make this docudrama in order to reach the Black masses and the Black world. The white man is not stopping Black Americans from buying my revised book. The white man is not stopping Black Americans from patronizing my virtual store. The white man is not stopping Black Americans from donating to my film project. That's a personal choice. That's Willie Lynch in real time, ladies and gentlemen. My film project is my last attempt to try to do something positive for my racial group, Black Americans, before I cut and run to Africa. I'm reaching out to African immigrants within the United States from 10 African nations. They are as follows: South Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia, Tanzania, Uganda, Angola, Liberia, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Nigeria. I need your help. Unfortunately, I am unable to reach my people, Black Americans, due to this slave mentality. I understand you're here to live your American dream, but I need your help to help build the best African American business within the United States. And if you work with me, you will go down in history with me and Sister Renee. And we will replicate the business in your country. Got to get it started here in the city of Chicago for credibility. All I ask you to do is purchase my revised book, read my story for yourself. If you agree with my vision and plan to help improve Black America, then connect with me through email because I provide my email address in the book, and let's talk business. Again, I need brave and smart, like-minded African immigrants. I need like-minded, brave and smart Black Americans beyond Chicago. Reason why you are able to reach your American dream is because of my ancestors who fought and died during the civil rights era. to help get African immigrants and Afro Caribbeans in this country. Because, truth be told, the white supremacist financial elites only wanted European immigrants here. Do the research. All I'm saying is just, you know, just help me get my book on that bestsellers list and work with me. Help me build this business so we can replicate it. Yes, I will hire you once I can get this film project fully funded and made, and the proceeds from that film, that's going to put me in a better position financially to do my God-given assignment, which is to hire qualified Black middle class professionals and qualified African immigrants. I also want to encourage the global African family who reside in Canada, Europe, um, in the across the Caribbeans, Latin America, and on the African continent. All I'm asking you to do is please read my story for yourself. And then, again, the name of my book is called, quote, The Solution for Black America, Reclaiming, Rebuilding, and Restoring the Urban Ghettos in America, second edition. It's available on Amazon in two forms, as an ebook for $9.99 or as a softcover book, $15 plus shipping and handling. If you agree with my vision and plan to help improve Black America, then you will automatically become a GERCAM member. GERCAM members are the ones who will help me build this Christian business. And again, I provide my Amazon author page in the comment section below this audio podcast. I would encourage those of you that's not camera shy to make arrangements with me so you can come on this platform and we can talk about it and encourage others to get involved as well as to get it behind this film project. Quote, Hood Liberator, made in Chicago, the war against Willie Lynch begins, unquote. You can be a part of this historic docudrama by contributing to our campaign either on our GoFundMe page or on our PayPal Giving Fund page, which will help with fund. It's going to help with funding the marketing, promotion, clearance, legal, and general expenses. Our aim is to raise $250,000. We are using crowdfunding so that everybody would know exactly where the money will be going. If you are a U.S. citizen, then I recommend that you use our PayPal Giving Fund page as a tax write-off because this is a legitimate 501c3 nonprofit, faith-based, and community advocacy organization. Upcoming events, Monday, June 2nd, we have guest speaker, Pastor Mary Ann Godfrey from Nigeria. Tuesday, June 3rd, we have Pastor Faith from Nigeria. Friday, June 6th, we have Prophetess Precious Loretta from Botswana. Saturday, June 7th, we have Psalmist Blessing from Nigeria. Monday, June 9th, we have Pastor Carol Jonita from Kenya. Wednesday, June 11th, we have Pastor Blessing from Nigeria. And Saturday, June 14th, we have Pastor Rosalind Adams from Nigeria. Please mark your calendar for our next monthly virtual interactive conference, Saturday, June 28th. Join us in this virtual interactive conference. Everyone on my Facebook backup page, everyone in my social groups, and all other social media sites that I am on, such as Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and X, are welcome. On this platform, we're genuine, sincere, transparent, and authentic. I'm looking for 5 or more people to be on my panel so that we can discuss the topic. If you're serious about being on the panel, then please send me your email address to my Facebook backup page inbox. Then I will email you the link to get on the show. Once I finish my presentation, then I will open up the show for Q&A, which is called Side B. I prefer to see you on camera first to make sure that to avoid trolls. This event will help expand your network, enhance your profile visibility, and make more meaningful connection with the global community. The theme, quote, Gurkam versus Pan Africanism. Which path would lead to Black economic empowerment? Where Zoom/Facebook Live. Time 2 p.m. American Central Time, 3 p.m. Canadian Time, 8 p.m. West African Time, 9 p.m. South African Time, 10 p.m. East African Time, and 8 p.m. UK Time. Title of this presentation, Surviving Lake Lanier Documentary. And the reason why we're going to look at other people's documentary, because we're going to create our own. And this is my way of trying to interact with people that's on my friends list and all of my audience. I want to interact with you. It's not about me just sitting up here running off at the mouth. I want feedback. I also would like for you all to, leave public comments in the comment section below this audio podcast. That's very important. But I'm trying to get us to get the ball rolling. I don't want to be doing this another 33 years. You know what I'm saying? So June is the month of liberation starting in Black Chicago. The grassroots community activist movement kicks off Black Liberation Month with celebrating unity, culture, and healing. It's our hope to eventually host live events to promote our Black artists, African artists, such as authors, poets, musicians, and Black entrepreneurs and African entrepreneurs. So, in other words, when we do our films, if I have legitimate musicians that's going to be part of your cam, then we want you to be part of our film so that way you can promote your music in our films and we will pay you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to use your talents and skills. Again, I'm doing all of this stuff because this is my gift back to um, the African American community. Yes, I had a lot of pushback. Again, it's unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm only focusing on Chicago. I'm not going to sit up here and try to get the business popping in other cities because it's the same mentality everywhere. And so, um, like I say, once I have my management team in place, I can turn the business over and take it over to expand it to South Africa. And that's my goal. That's what I'm trying to do. Because I don't want to sit up here and die in America. I want to bring my talent to the African continent, work with Africans that want more out of life, and that's going to become GRCAM members. Because I'm only responsible for GRCAM members. Those that don't care, that's all about, doing their own things. Again, we pray for them, show them tough love, and keep it moving. That's all we do. Um, it's my hope that we will have live music, food, vendors, and a meaningful connection. Please mark your calendar for Thursday, June 19th, or they call it Juneteenth. We're hosting a Zoom Live. I would like to encourage everyone on my Facebook page and everyone in my social groups and all the other social media sites that I'm on, such as Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and X, to watch this documentary entitled, quote, Surviving Lake Lanier Documentary. And then we're going to talk about that. If you don't have an issue about being on camera, then send me your email address so that way you can participate and speak with me in real time, when I host the show. But you're gonna have to send me your email address to my Facebook inbox. And where it's going to be on Zoom/Facebook Live, time 2 p.m. American Central Time, 3 p.m. Canadian time, 8 p.m., West African time, 9 p.m., South African time, 10 p.m., East African time, and 8 p.m. UK time. Again, um, the grassroots community activist movement. We're going to take the lead. We're not going to keep sitting up here, being stagnant. Again, I want this business to compete with Pan Africanism. Pan Africanism, like I say, is fine and dandy, good ideas and all that stuff, but they left God out of it. So I don't subscribe to that. I'm not no religious fanatic, but my faith is important to me. But I'm about connecting with people that's going to be professional. That's going to if I need things, this helps speed up the process to get things done rather than our people. When I say our people, I mean Black Americans sitting up here marching and protesting, begging the Senate slave owners for freedom, justice, and equality. That's not cool. That's not a good look at all. That's what our people did back in the 60s. Yes, it worked. It worked, but whole civil rights movement, it only benefited white businesses. We got a little tangibles in it, a little, but look how they're taking a lot of those tangibles away from us, like affirmative action. But again, affirmative actions really only benefited white women, if you do the research. Same thing with DEI. So, but my thing is with Gurkam, we want to do multiple things. We're not just going to be, just focusing on the pie in the sky. That's important. We want to, in my business, put money in your pocket, especially our youth, so that way you can feed your family. We're going to have a nonprofit and we're also going to have a for-profit business. The for-profit, that's where I'm going to make my bread and butter from. Again, we're going to own and control our own community grocery store, community healthcare clinic, and community housing. That's what makes my organization different from these other organizations that's out there. We want to become the heart of the African American community on the west side of Chicago, covering Austin, Garfield Park, and North Lawndale, and eventually on the south side of Chicago, wherever that may be. Make our presence known over there as well, because we want to make Chicago a model city. Now, again, I gave Black Chicagoans 33 years of my life. And, I'm ready to, just not quit, but I'm ready to take it to the next level. Again, I want to turn my story and my experience into a film, or my revised book into a film. And like I say, the proceeds from that, wherever I earn, I'm going to use that to hire my staff, but I want to purchase property in Chicago, buy office equipment, hire qualified Black middle class professionals and qualified African immigrants to help me build the best African American business within the United States of America, and that is the Grassroots Community Activist Institute of Chicago. I'm going to do that for credibility before I cut and run to Africa. I want to make sure, too, that Sister Renee is well taken care of, because she's been working with me behind the scenes for the past 13 years. And I'm grateful for her. And I want to acknowledge her or reward her publicly by we're going to dedicate a chapter in West Memphis, Arkansas, with her name on it. And, hopefully, she can manage that, and hire, qualified people to help her manage the business down there. Also, maybe in Texas, I have some connection with some people in Texas. But again, I got to get it popping here in Chicago first, bottom line. And I'm turning the business over to my management team so I can take it over to South Africa. Um, and again, I'm going to explain how Gurkam is going to compete against Pan Africanism. Again, I like Pan Africanism, but I'm going to talk about the downside of Pan Africanism and how we are going to make progress by making relationships, business relationship, professional relationships with community residents. That's who we want to win over. And bottom line, we're trying to get the parents involved because, after all, this is for them and their children. I don't have any kids because this world don't deserve my seed. All the hell I went through. But that's another story. Again, I want to see Black Americans succeed. And I want to replicate the business on the African continent so that way we can do international trade with our brothers and sisters on the continents. Again, I'm about raising the bar. Again, I'm not running for public office. Starting from the ground up with this type of business, very frustrating that I'm experiencing such pushback. But this is why I created my platform. Not trying to cower behind no computer. I want to recruit brave and smart people that's going to help me run this business. That's what I'm all about. That's all I'm trying to do. Everything that's written in that book, we're going to carry that out to the fullest and more. My book is only half of my knowledge. But again, I'm ready to get this thing popping. The cam is on the scene. And at this point in time, I am the business. I am the grassroots community activist movement in the flesh. No one else can make that statement. And no one else knows my story better than me. Nobody. Except God. I'm just saying human wise. So with that being said, I look forward to hearing from you all. Again, my when I do these I would say events, I want to interact with people, you know, and I just want everyone just to feel comfortable. You don't have to be afraid. All we having is a conversation, ladies and gentlemen. We law-abiding citizens up in here. That's how come I want to weed out the wrong type of people. I don't want to get people that's paranoid and people that's got hidden agendas. I focus in GRCAM is about solving Black issues at the community level. And when I bring it to Africa, it's going to be about, let me explain it this way. So we're going to have a domestic front, which will focus on American issues. And we're going to have an international front where when we go to Africa, we're just going to focus on African issues. Just say it like that. When we go to the Caribbean, we'll just focus on Caribbean issues. When we go to Brazil, we'll just focus on Brazilian issues. But bottom line, we're all going to be linked. And we all, especially on the African continent, we're going to trade with each other. We're all going to be on one accord because I like to put everything out on the table. I don't like to have any hidden agendas. I want people to know what this is all about up front. I run across a few people say that they don't understand the stuff. Then, if you don't understand what I'm saying, please purchase the book and read my story. Bottom line, that's why I wrote it. You know. All right. With that being said, that's going to conclude my little pep talk, and I see you all on later today. I have a guest speaker, and all this week, I have guest speakers, so you'll be hearing from them. All righty. And most of all, those of you, again, that's authors, that's musicians, that's entrepreneurs, or who have, small businesses or small ministries, connect with me. Make arrangement with me so that way you can come on this platform. Because I give everybody, 3 weeks, for you to come on this platform. But on the 4th the fourth or the last Saturday of the month, that's dedicated to my virtual interactive conference. So I don't want people to just come on there to try to, advertise their stuff, because that's not what that's about. I had a few people try to do that, but I let them know, nope, you can't do that, because you have the whole 3 week to make arrangements with me. So yeah, I have to lay those ground rules. But you all have an opportunity now to make arrangements with me to come on this platform to promote your what you have. That's what we're all about. It's not about me just sitting up here trying to focus on, promoting my revised book and my virtual store and trying to raise donations for the film. That's part of it, but I want to make sure my listeners, especially GRCAM members, that you advertise what you got going on as well. That's how come it's going to be a win-win situation. And when I have that physical building, you can meet me in person. I can take up time with you and stuff like that when I'm still here in America. But I want to make sure that all of my members that's going to be GRCAM members, that you are going to reach your life goals as long as it's legal. You know, that's what we're all about. In my business, the youth, you don't have to run from the cops, because this is a legitimate business. We'll teach you how to conduct yourself when you around the law enforcement and all that stuff. And again, yes, they say it's 40 million Black Americans. So, all of us can't just up and leave due to finances. So, this is why I want to create my Christian business here, especially in the African American community, as my way of giving a gift. I mean, that's all I'm doing. It's just a gift. I want to turn my ideas into a reality, be a blessing to those that want more out of life, separate ourselves from those that's, off code and ain't about Jack. People that want to, just full of drama. We ain't with that. So that's why I say we're about raising the bar. But I don't want to just have it here in America. I want to bring it over to the African continent, get it popping over there as well, so that a way we could again do international trade. And I want to make sure all of my members become, I would say, strive to, be middle class. So that way you have, a decent income coming in, and that's nice. That's a nice class to try to obtain being middle class. So that's all I'm trying to do. And the spiritual components try to, encourage you to, learn more about Jesus/Yahshua. That's all I'm saying. And that's optional for, secular people. Now, with that being said, let me go ahead and, just call this a day. Thank you all for listening. And all I can say is peace and blessings. Speak to you on the next episode.